Hey there, my name is Pravus. Welcome to an upcoming auto-battler called Backpack Battles. Now, I know what you're thinking. One, this is a little bit unusual on the channel, and secondly, look at this art style. It's probably not for me. Hold on. Give this game a second, because you'd be surprised how much depth there is in a simple auto-battler like Backpack Battles. Now, this game currently only has a demo available on Steam. However, the amount of attention it's received is pretty substantial, so this is kind of feeling like the new Super Auto Pets in a lot of ways, and it actually is pretty fun. Again, very in-depth, not what you'd expect. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this, and I will show things off just a little bit. Now, the game centers around your, well, backpack, and you can expand the different slots of your backpack, buy a lot of items at the shop, and use them to make yourself more powerful for reasons you'll understand in just a bit. You can take these items and move them around a little bit, and sometimes that's important because a lot of items are going to interact with other items in interesting ways. For example, the banana would trigger faster for every type of food next to it. It gets extra health and regenerates some stamina. That can be very helpful. So if I pick up some garlic, for example, we could place that over here. Now this triggers faster, and we get the advantage of garlic also triggering faster for being next to food, right? Then we can go ahead and re-roll and stuff, look for anything else. There's some additional space. Okay, I like this. I also really do want to get another sword, so tell you what, we're going to do that. I'm going to reserve this whetstone, which could boost the strength of my weapons, but having two swords early on is actually really, really strong. So once we've decided we're happy with our current setup with our backpack, we've spent all of our gold, we're going to begin the first backpack battle, which basically means we venture forth from the shopkeeper, and the first person we run into on the road, we're going to start clobbering them and mugging them and taking them for all they're worth. Now notice, of course, we have our health, and as these items are going to start gradually recharging, they automatically get used. We also have stamina down here, and this gets used up every time you use a weapon. So you can't have too many weapons in a backpack, otherwise you have no stamina and you can't do anything with it. You gotta be careful about that. Anyway, we now have 8 gold to work with. What do we want? Well, and the whetstone would definitely be still good. Another cheap banana. The pan is interesting because using the pan, we'd be able to do extra damage for every food next to it. So if we want to go very heavy on food, this could become fairly strong. So let's say I did that, right? Let's say we just take this, we place it along here, and let's say I took some blueberries and placed them along over here, right? This is a good option. Now our pan is pretty strong. We're going to use a lot of stamina, and that's risky. But otherwise, it's not so bad. Let's, do I want the whetstone, or do I want to just go ahead and buy a banana and save it for next time to make sure we have this? It's cheap. And if we're going to keep the pan, then I probably do want another banana, so let's go ahead and take that. Now, we're going to be using so much stamina, we may not get full value here. This could still be a loss for us, but our opponent only has one weapon, and honestly is not looking very strong, so it looks to me like we're going to clobber the crud out of them. But you can see here that running out of that stamina can be pretty darn painful. Now, the game gets really complicated because there's a lot of items that interact with each other. Some items even are going to help upgrade your existing items, so that's one of the reasons we want this whetstone. Get 2 of these, place it next to a sword, and then next turn, it's going to just get stronger, which is one reason I want to have these. So we'll take that. I'm going to get another backpack. We will place you up here. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to rotate you like so. We're going to rotate the whetstone so its star affects the sword. That's going to boost its damage. You can see 1 out of 2, so we need 2 whetstones. I'm going to take my banana and place it here, and now my pan is slightly more powerful as well. Still having some serious stamina issues, but at least this looks better. We could do a reroll. I will to see if there's anything I want to save, like this whetstone, just so we'll be able to upgrade a weapon later on, but that's good enough. We'll save the gold for next time. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Now, you already saw, by the way, that there are 10 wins that you're ultimately looking to get in a single run. You can't actually go beyond that, but you'll see more of that later if I can get to 10 wins. You also have 5 lives, so if you lose 5 battles at any point, you just outright are done with your run. Otherwise, you're just getting more powerful, facing off against people who are also more powerful. The Hungry Blade. Okay, so we could gain some vampirism, which would allow us to start stealing some health from our opponent. Okay, tempting, but not necessarily what I need right now. Another pan would be interesting, but it costs way too much stamina, so no, I don't think so. We will definitely take this, and what I'm fishing for right now is more backpack space, which is exactly what we found. Let's take you, and how do we want to do this? We may want to rearrange a couple of things, so let's move the backpack around. We'll rotate you here. We'll get the other whetstone. This isn't quite working the way I thought it was going to, but tell you what, we'll do this, and I'll buy a blueberry so we get more food value. Next round, this is actually going to level up. So we'll keep an eye on this, but that means this weapon's now doing a lot of extra damage. Let's go ahead and speed things up. Now, they have a spike shield, so they're going to be doing retaliation damage every time I hit them. Plus, I have 2 swords. This guy's got me beat. I have no defense, and I'm struggling a lot with my stamina, so yeah, we're out. Okay, that's fine. We lose 1 health. Not a huge deal. Notice, by the way, that if you play this game and you are taking too long to defeat an enemy, eventually fatigue sets in, which makes you a lot weaker. Now, a fanny pack is interesting. All items inside of it trigger faster. I do like that. The corrupted crystal is something you can slot into weapons, which is going to help you do extra damage if they're below 30% health. We could also go for more whetstones and try to boost up our wooden sword again, which I'm kind of okay with, but we need to think through how we want to do this. So let me take a couple items out of here. Okay, sword, you kind of went flying there. We can grab ourselves the fanny pack. What I'll do is... how do we want to do this? We'll put you here, put you here. I want to take the sword, and I want you to be partly in the fanny pack so that it levels up faster. Then we are going to buy the whetstone, and we're going to rotate it so it affects both of these weapons. We're going to turn off the upgrade here so it hopefully upgrades this sword. I guess actually we could go for the upgraded longsword, if we can get 2 of these anyway. Get the garlic, place it up here, and if I can find something else that'd be useful, what am I looking for? We can roll again. Okay, a heroic potion to get me some extra stamina would help quite a lot. And a carrot. Now see, if I place this next to my pan, it would do more damage. So it's not what I expected, but what we're going to do is we're going to move you here, I'm going to take you, and we're going to add you, and there we go. So now we get more damage, which is basically the same difference as if we had left the whetstone over here, but we have the carrot, which can cleanse random debuffs, which gives me a chance at surviving if the enemy does something a little unusual. My stamina usage is still way too high. It's one of the reasons I want to get myself that potion. This guy has very little in his backpack, and I'm not sure why. The spikes are surprisingly effective, especially if you have a lot of weapons. It's very good counter against someone with lots of weapons. There's the fatigue, by the way, so that guy goes down. All right. So that's my 4th win there. Not bad. Stamina sack is going to boost up my maximum stamina. That could be helpful. We'll probably want to take that. We could sell something to make that work. First off, we take the heroic potion. Now, the heroic potion could be used, I think, to mix with the pan, which is an interesting thought, and we may accept less damage temporarily in order to do something like this and create Excalibur, a totally new type of weapon. That'd be interesting. All right, we're going to sell a lucky clover to get 1 gold back. We're going to get a stamina sack. Even though I don't have anything for this, it's 3 more slots and the extra tiny bit of stamina might make a difference next time. Let's go ahead and start the next battle. So this is going to combine. We're going to see our weapon evolve in just a moment in an interesting way. Speed things up. This guy has 3 weapons plus spikes. Again, I think we're toasted on this one. Also, they have a couple of whetstones. I mean, we're doing a surprising amount of damage. They're fairly fatigued, but I don't think we're going to make this. The fatigue took me out of the day. Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Daggers are great because these things do not take any stamina to work. So now we can place Excalibur up over this way. So now it does extra damage for every food, and the food itself triggers faster, which works pretty well for things like, you know, my bananas and so on. We could also go ahead and move this blueberry back up over here and so on, and that's looking good. Anything else we want? Well, a health potion could certainly help in some cases. I wouldn't mind taking that. Let's do another re-roll, see what else we got. More clovers. More stamina sacks. Just for the stamina is not a bad plan. Jinx Torquilla. Items recover faster. And remove luck from an opponent. I can see this being useful if we can find a good spot for it, and we have enough backpack space left over. We should be able to find a use for it. So we'll just accept this. Let's find out just how much better Excalibur is. I'm hoping the better bananas are going to regenerate fast enough to kind of keep my stamina high. This guy has... What are you doing? All you got are gooberts. These are your little slime buddies. They absorb items and change their properties. This guy did nothing to me. I don't know what you were thinking, but that was death. So goodbye. All right, once you get up to this level, you get to choose a subclass. So we're the ranger right now. We could choose to be a hunter, a lifebinder, or a pathfinder. This is where I probably want to rearrange my entire inventory and rethink literally everything. Let's pull it all out and rearrange. I think I want to be the hunter because we can do 30% critical damage and remove armor from enemies, which is pretty nice, and a better chance to gain some luck, which increases our crit chance even further. So we could go for a crit build if I do this, but I'm gonna need a lot more lucky clovers. I did just kind of get rid of those. The Yggdrasil leaf will give me regeneration and mana, which you can use to spend and upgrade other items later, or, you know, power them up. For every nature item, works well with the pan that I've got. And if we have 5 mana, we heal and cleanse some debuffs. I mean, it's an option, or the Pathfinder. Resist poison, and if we gain spikes, we inflict poison. I don't have spikes. I feel like the Hunter's the only choice. So we're going to choose you, and now I want to set this up in a way that we are going to be able to affect all of my weapons, if at all possible. So like, what if we did something like this? So the arrow now is going to affect all 3 weapons in this line over here. But the trick is there's also, like, if we had some nature items in the back here, we could gain some additional luck. Yeah, and I can't place this very easily. We could accept a little less damage to just try and boost up our luck, and we still get the value out of the pan here, so this still works. Yeah, this kind of works for me. All right, all right. And then what if we rearranged a little bit like this so we could place you... Can't quite place you the way I want. This is going to be a little bit awkward. I want to get this item because I could trigger a lot of things way faster if I do this. We could do this. Still affects everything I wanted, more or less. Move you here, move you here, move you here. Still get value, and I don't have space for the health potion. Yes, I do. We move you there, place you here. There we go. All right, we're back up to a full backpack. I don't feel like I need the carrot and stuff, and the blueberry is not going to do me a lot of good. So we're just going to ignore that and just save the gold for next time. All right, so with this thing boosting all these items 5% faster, hopefully this is going to give me a pretty big advantage. Now, this is a spike build, so this is going to be awful. They're going to have a lot of defense, and they're going to do a lot of damage to me every time I attack. That said, we are wearing them down. The fatigue damage is starting to impact them, and they are out for the count. All right, that brings me up to 6 wins. Not bad. What else we got here? Ruby egg, hatch into a small dragon, sure. Holy armor, gain an absolute ton of armor plus regeneration if you have a lot of holy items, which I do not. Stamina sack I'll take, we'll do a reroll. What else we got here? More potions and stuff, sure. Dragon skin boosts, sure. If my health drops, we gain some luck and stuff. I mean, it's not amazing, but it kind of works. And then weapon damage can go up. All right. I will take a protective purse, which gives me armor and gives me 1 more slot. I'll place you here. And there's really not much else to do except for just placing this for the sake of the stamina. Good enough. Let's go ahead and move on. Notice that it doesn't take too long in between rounds if you don't want to, right? But if you really want to optimize your backpack, you can spend forever sitting around and trying to get the optimal layout. And also, you really need to know, like, what kind of items are going to interact with each other and stuff. What are you shooting for, right? Is this a spike build? Is it a crit build? Is it a whatever? It's more complicated than I thought, right? You look at this game and it's like, this is very unassuming. But for a demo, it is surprisingly in-depth and actually kind of fun. Now, a flute. Hello. Every 5 seconds, randomly gain some armor or some stamina or some luck. See, the luck works really well for me. Any of those are actually very helpful. I would like the armor. I would like everything. So what I could do is take the flute, rotate it to affect all these items. And every time any of these items go off, we should be able to become affected. Yeah, slots marked with a star will become star. This seems good. Trigger faster for every item. So every item down here, which we've got here, should make the flute go off much faster. So I think the flute's going to go off like every 2.5 seconds. That seems solid. As for the corrupted crystal, I could take you, or I could take a mana orb. I don't really need that. I don't want the whip. We'll just take the crystal, and I'll toss this into our pan so it does more damage when the enemy is below 30% health. Hopefully finish them off a little bit faster. I got some weird stuff here. A carrot goobert, falcon blade, some piggy banks to give them money. That's the wrong call. You don't want more money. You want more damage. Or survivability, but that's fine. There we go. All right, so we're up to 8 out of 10 wins there. Another fanny pack. We can get a bow and arrow, but I'm already very high stamina usage. If I did that, I'd want to get rid of something. That's the problem. We also have not found another dang whetstone, which is causing small issues. So is now the time to consider getting rid of one of my weapons. So we can place the lightsaber, which is a holy item, but we don't have regeneration. If we had regeneration, lots of it, we could use it to blind our opponent. I don't have that, though. Fanny pack, I think, is a gimme. The rest we re-roll. Book of Light, heal a little bit. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, actually. Yeah. We could do something like that and buy one of these and place it here. You should probably, like, move your items around like this so that more items can trigger faster. But there we go. That's gonna have to be good enough. I'm doing this just for the healing, and also to try and preserve me from, like, any debuffs that they throw at me. This guy's got 2 ruby whelp dragons. I think they might have me down here, but we will see. It's getting close, actually. Nope. All right, we won that one. There you go. There we go, there we go, there we go. What else we got? What else we got? We got the fanfare. Remove stamina from your opponent and increase cooldown by 0.8 seconds. Well, that's fun. And then for every item in the front after 5 activations of this, stun them. Yeah? Yeah, seems good. Do I have the backpack space to make this work? Not currently. Could we maybe get some? Maybe. I will take the leather bag and reroll. I was hoping for something better than that. Reroll one more time. Okay. So can we find a way to make this now work? It's probably going to require a fair bit of rearranging, but I really want the fanfare item. So like, what if we did this? We bought the fanny pack. Oh, I don't have enough of this though. I need to sell something. Oh no! All right. Tell you what, we're gonna save this for later. Let's rearrange these. Get the whetstone. I need to find a way to make this work next. Hang on. This is going to get me that long sword I've been shooting for a while. And I definitely want to place this over here. I'd also like to reserve the heroic potion for the stamina. That would be very beneficial as well. And we've even got space for it right now. This could be really strong for me if I can survive to this next round. Let's give that a go. And we will be getting this upgraded to a hero longsword shortly, which is going to be nice, so a bit more damage, but maybe some more stamina consumption. Going to beast up that speed. They've got some spikes and stuff, but their armor is not keeping up with me so far. I haven't even used my health potion. There we go. We took them out pretty quick. So that's 10 wins. Technically, we win, right? No, not quite. So you could take the win and then just gain some ranking points. Or you could start survival mode. Survive for a few more rounds. 6 rounds, in fact. And if you can do that, you get even more value. Let's try it for survival mode. This actually gets me 1 life back as well. But considering how strong things are looking right now, I feel like we'd be fools not to give this one a go. So this still only takes 1 stamina. It's just now strictly better. So okay, we'll take that. Fanfare I place right along here, but we move you down. Heroic Potion, I place over here. We could combine this with Banana to make it better. Pineapple would gain me some spikes every 4 seconds, and also heal me. Which is tempting, but I think we're going to just go with this for the moment. Let's go ahead and start this. We'll see how effective this fanfare is, but it now should start triggering really quickly. So let's see what happens there. We should hopefully start stunning them and burning through their stamina. Which they have so much stamina that it's not an issue. They've got a walk, Pandemonium. Yeah, you've only had like 1 weapon, though. That wasn't going to work for you. All right, we're up to 11 wins now. Go ahead and click and continue. What else we got? Holy Armor, another book. Box of Riches, more health potions, blah, 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 blah. I mean, the book is still good. I could buy this and just hope that I find some more backpack space so I can just keep healing. Yeah, we'll take this. Reroll. Okay, nothing here. Well, yeah, actually, wait, hang on. We take you, place you there. Get a book, and that's all I can afford. Let's go ahead and start. It's a pretty solid build, to be honest. 3 weapons. I know we have a lot of stamina usage, but it's working really well. We're generating some extra stamina with our items, which is allowing us to be pretty well empowered, and if we can stun them at the right moment, which we just did, that takes them down. So now we're up to 12 wins. All right. What else we got? Hungry Blade, the Ripsaw Blade. Remove thorns and some regeneration from an opponent. Could be very good, but not quite what I had in mind. Healing Herbs, gain some regeneration. I mean, yeah, we could do this and place it next to my health potion. I think we need 2 to upgrade it, though. That said, we have 1 space here that we aren't using, so I mean, like, we could do that, but I don't think it's a very high priority. Let's reroll. Okay, so a potion belt is fun. Potions inside have a chance of applying their effects of another potion without consuming it. If anything, I think that we may want to consider getting rid of the wooden sword. It's been working for me, but like, it's not amazing. I feel like the potion belt is a gimme. We take the health potion, drop it in here. It's not like we have any more right now, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Get another fanny pack. What would I do with it? Good question. I guess we just make space for now and re-roll and see what else we find. A pineapple. See, like, this is still interesting. Could work. Do we like the idea of the pineapple? Sure, for the healing and everything else, I could see that being solid. Anything else here jump out at me is really important, so we could just buy some more backpack space if you want it. Let's give this one a go. It's not outstanding. There's a lot that's missing here as far as getting... Oh, we actually could have moved the potion up here, I just realized. Ah, well, it's probably fine. This guy has a stupid amount of armor. This is a pro build right here. They have lots of potions. They've got lots of armor. They're doing a lot of damage. They are going to outlast me. Not by as much as you would think. The fatigue damage is catching up, but they did get me. Oh well, it's fine, it's fine. What else we got here? More books of light and stuff, the lightsaber. We haven't got any real defense. This is the thing. Like, getting a shield of valor is tempting to me for that exact reason. We could rearrange a couple things and try to pick this up, but we don't... It mostly is useful because it gives extra shields for nearby items, and we don't have anything useful there. Let's buy the space, let's re-roll, look for anything else to be helpful. All right, healing herbs, I mean, great. The pineapple needs to move, the potions need to move. These now at least kind of get absorbed by each other. We could do something else. What do we want to do? I don't know, actually. Where can we put the pineapple to get actual value? That's my new question. We can move the carrot, we can move the banana, we can place the pineapple here. Now my Excalibur gets slightly stronger. This food now triggers 100% faster. So by doing this, every 2 seconds, we gain spikes and we heal for 3. Yeah? That could be all right. I'm okay with trying that. And another health potion, honestly, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. We'll take a health potion. We will place... How are we gonna do this? I think you're supposed to stack these potions vertically if you can, though. Which is a little awkward, but if you can, I think they literally can flow into each other. Yeah, after being consumed, also apply the effects of the starred potion without consuming it. So if we got a health potion, we would get some stamina at the same time. So as much as I want to absorb the banana, we can kind of double up on a few things like this. I'll just go ahead and take the regeneration, and honestly, I don't feel good about our current situation. I feel like we're kind of peaking here. We're going to start falling apart. Getting rid of this wooden sword would not be the worst thing. This guy has a lot of stuff. Tons of poison. Okay. Some defense, lots of regeneration and stuff, but to be honest, there's a chance we can beat this. We're still stunning them. They're also pretty low on their stamina, so if we can just survive for a bit longer and I have the potions, we win that one. There you go. All right, up to 13 wins. What else we got? Hey, another flute. I mean... Yeah? This would be good. Thing is, you really want to place it, like, right where my pineapple is. Okay, hang on. We could place you in place of the banana. And I know that weakens my pandemonium, but it makes everything else so much stronger. I think it's worth it. Maybe. Can do this. Place the garlic up here. Blueberry is not going to get much value, unfortunately. Boots. Do I still care about boots? Honestly, not a ton. I care more about this. Can get more backpack space, but we're pretty much full at this point. Let's re-roll. All right, that works. Take you, take you. We'll just do another re-roll. Okay, nothing really helpful here. I guess we could just take one more backpack space just for a tiny bit of extra armor. We're being a little bit inefficient with our space, but I'm just not finding anything that I think is really going to help us here. Another potion could be good. Yeah, I would like that. Anything else? No. Let's go ahead and start the next battle. All right, let's see how well this works out then. So this guy's got a lot of dragons again. Okay, it's just going to be doing a lot of fire and stuff damage to me. We're starting to burn them down. The question is, do we have enough? They've got a ton of stamina, and I do not, which is giving them a huge advantage, but the potions carry me to victory, so we get 14 victories there. All right. Speaking of potions, another potion belt is actually a very good idea. So we will move a bunch of things over here so that we can stack these up and cross... Well, actually, what I want to do is stack them across 2 potion belts so we can get even more impact. So that means a lot of rearranging. Yay. Okay, I think this is going to have to be good enough. It's not outstanding, but we're kind of close to the end here anyway. I just have to survive for one more round. This is my last chance to get some extra points. And it's decent. I mean, with the potions and stuff here, we can get myself a little bit of extra stamina, so this might be all right. It's an armor build. Good lord, this person's had a chance to really think things through. All right, we're going to lose here for sure. That is an absolute ton of armor. Couldn't even blast through that, plus some of the spikes and everything else. Ouch. Still, 14 wins overall instead of the 10 we could have had. We go ahead and toss all of this in, get some extra points, and we rank up into silver. There we go. Easy enough. Not so bad. So that's a look at Backpack Battles. As I said, it's a very unassuming game, and honestly, the art style kind of threw me off, and I thought it was going to be too cutesy, but when you really get into the mechanics of it, this game has a surprising amount of depth and plenty of replayability, thanks to the plethora of items, lots of different synergies, and the randomness of the store. Honestly, considering this game is doing so well in its demo phase, I honestly think the devs should be charging people to play it. It's finished enough that you can really have tons and tons of fun playing this again and again. And we only showed off the Ranger class. There are other classes available in the game. Right now we have the Reaper in the demo as well, with a different starting backpack and items. But there are going to be 2 more classes that will be available when the game does fully release, which I don't know when that's going to be. But again, I think this game is something to keep an eye on. If you like Super Auto Pets, if you like Auto Battlers, if you like that kind of casual strategy, this is something you could sink a lot of time into. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I'd ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.